Hello, my name is Leo. Welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as Japan. In previous episode we had a bit of civil wars over here in Australia. I think we had two in one episode. First one secession, then another one. But at least that's now down with. We still got a truce with New South Wales for another year or so. Well, actually half a year. That's not going to be too bad. I think we could also start thinking about maybe doing... Oh, actually, was Tidor guaranteed by Spain or something? They are a Dominion, so we can't declare war on them. Never mind. Okay, well, we've got a few options. Another one would be to start going to Jing now. We got good relations with them, though, so that's probably not going to happen. And I'm pretty sure that Korea we can't declare war on because they are tributary. So there's that. Alright, well, I mean, Russia would be an option, but they're probably a bit too strong for us. Or we could start going into, like, Perak. Oh, actually, if we... Perak has good relations with us. Never mind. Well, we can start damaging relations with them. Oh, and, right. Dutch East Indies is an option. I'll stop damaging relations with them. And then if we were to do a war against them, who would join? Well, Dutch East Indies, of course. They got a lot of potential troops, but not necessarily a lot of active troops. Let's have a look at the barracks, first of all. So they got skirmish infantry with cannon artillery. Oh, wow. At least in Western Java. And what about the conscripts? They got line infantry with mobile artillery, cavalry scouts. They do have some field hospitals, at least. It's not necessarily the worst for them. But I think, even though it's going to slow down a little bit of things, in terms of paying loans back, at least. Ooh, actually, one thing that we might need. Let's have a look at the army. So we got 10 in garrison. We got 5 over here. Do we have any over... No, we don't have any at the Western Australia. Oh, right, we did get a few extra in Japan, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay, why don't we increase our military size a little bit first? That should be fairly quickly done. That's 50, so that'd be 20, so that would be full... or one small army again. Extra, so we'd have 4 generals, because the war against the Dutch is going to be war of many fronts. Or the Dutch East Indies, to be precise. So we'll need to prepare for that a little bit first. But we are going to do a war against them, but maybe we'll do another war against Southern Australia first. Now, how is the turmoil in here? There's still 58%. That's a lot of tax waste. And there's basically no market access. I suppose if we were to put in the railway over here, subsidize that, so that they can afford hiring a bit more. And then that means that the infrastructure is going to start improving, which then in turn means the market access is going to be better. Which then means that the turmoil is going to start dropping because they got access to more of the resources that they need. We're losing a bit of cash that... Oh, right, all the barracks is being done now. Or work now. Alright. So, do we need more... Oh, luxury clothing is something that we need desperately more. Build a couple more textile mills. And then I suppose we should probably build a few more cotton plantations. To be on the safe side. And maybe a few livestock farms. That is also going to provide some fabric. But it's going to take a bit of grain, not that we have a shortage of that. Alright, abandoned dynam. Who deserves the credit? Either Shogunate, the farmers, or... Well, we can credit the farmers, I suppose. Oh, man. Oh, we don't get the investment pool transfer. So we managed to get up to... or down to 20 million credit. I mean, admittedly, at the same time, the max credit that we have is now 30 million. So we managed to increase the total amount of debt that we can have quite drastically, actually. Oh, and Spain and Italy are fighting against Tidor. Okay. Revolt there. And then Dynam is having a bit of a... Oh, right, Cambodia is having a revolution there. And they're helping Cambodia because it's one of their, I believe, tributary at the start. But alright, so the money is slowly... Ooh, now they've got a bit of progress. Oh, we did get the law enforcement to level 3 now. Finally, so that is going to reduce the turmoil effects a little bit, which should increase the taxes that we get to some degree. It's not going to be a massive boost, although... Man, we are actually getting a lot of money right now. 58,000. Can we afford dropping the... Well, maybe we shouldn't drop the taxes quite yet. Just to make sure that we pay off a little bit of the loan first. Once we get to like 15 million, we can maybe afford doing that. Or if the interest rates drops such a way that we still make about 20,000 after lowering the taxes or something like that. I think that's going to be sort of a good point to start with in there. Hey, there we go. Vulcanization completed. Now let's get the vacuum canning. And with the vulcanization done, well, we don't have a lot of rubber yet, so what we should probably do is... Do we have any other areas with... Oh yeah, we've got a textile mill over here, so we can put this to produce elastics. It's going to start consuming a bit of rubber, which we should have production for by now. Although not a lot. But they'll now be able to hire a lot more. I think we need a bit more engines, so let's put in another motor industry underway. Yeah, it's the steel price is a little bit elevated there, so we need another steel mill. For which, well, it's not really that bad. I suppose it is actually making a pretty good balance overall. It's just the estimated values aren't all that great. And there's a lot of buildings being done right. So that's... Oh, yeah, we're getting another tooling workshop. Good. And a lot of textile mills in Kansai, to be fair. That's going to be... Well, it's going to be a lot of luxury clothing, to be fair, among other things. Oh, wow, with 73,000. Okay, now at this stage, we can probably afford lowering the taxes a little bit, because it's actually going to start increasing the standard of living as well for the people. And lowering the radicals, maybe? At least it's going to start improving their legitimacy, if nothing else. But yeah, there we go. We've got on about 100,000 loyalists in the past year or so. Also, we've got on about 500,000 radicals, so that's not really the best. Okay, Hawaii is still something that we can't... Well, you know what? We'll just expel diplomats, can we? Yeah. It's going to be 10 infamy, though, but I suppose I'll take that. If we were to declare war now, there's few nations that might join. It's 7.9 infamy, so it's not too bad. Let's do that. And then we'll activate the small army. Michio Tokugawa, who's currently 59 years old. So probably getting somewhat on the older side there. We'll do a landing in Hawaii. I mean, they might even give up without a fight, to be fair. They are fearful. So for all we know, we don't even need to fight. But there we go. We're making 20,000 profit still per week. The radical numbers are hopefully going to start dropping. Oh yeah, they have dropped it a little bit there. Although on a yearly value is not that much. The industrialists... I'm going to keep the industrialists happy this time. We're going to reduce the monks' power maybe a little bit. Is there... If we were to put in the industrialists in power now, so it would still be over 50 legitimacy. That's probably not a bad idea, though. Or not the worst idea, because then we can maybe start changing some laws again. Although, well, no migration controls. I don't really want all of them to move around. The migration controls, so the accepted cultures will be allowed to move around. It's probably going to be better for us. Interventionism, we would go for laissez-faire. In theory, at least. That would increase the... Oh, that would reduce the loan interest rate a lot. No, I think the interventionism is going to feel a lot better for our sort of theme here. Not going to go for full free market. Right, is that... Oh, right, that's the revolt into door. Oh, right, yeah, we got the play in Hawaii right now. I don't think there's going to be a lot of nations that will join on this one. That'll help us a long way. And then after this, we'll do a war against New South Wales again, I think. Although, well, the infamy will probably drop a little bit in the meanwhile. So it's probably not going to be too bad. I think what we do need, though, is we need to increase our bureaucracy even further. Get another government administration. Because as soon as petty bourgeoisie doesn't like us... Ooh, that's minus 10% loan interest rate. Okay, so that's actually really nice. That's probably why I'll drop the interest rate from 90-something thousand to 80,000. Well, 82.7 thousand. But yeah, the credit, it's reducing, at least. So slowly but surely we'll get to somewhere. We can probably stop damaging relations with them. Perak is still someone that we're trying to reduce relations, and it's actually still going down. So if we could do a war against Perak, we could do a landing in Malaya, and then we can utilize that to start expanding over here in a lot of places, and take over Siam, then Dynam, and all that sort of stuff. But also, we'll need to do a landing in Korea, most likely, in the near future. Oil discovered in Chubu, finally. How many? That's 6 oil rigs, so it's not massive. I'll build all of them, though. Because I have a feeling that we will need them in due time. Admittedly, there's still not a lot of things that need oil. But there will be. There will be. They've got one army. They still haven't given up, oddly enough. A little bit surprised by that. They've got 2 battalions versus our 20. Oh, war has started. Alright, well, let's go ahead and send in one of the fleets to do a landing. Mitsue will be doing the landing there. And then we'll conquer that. That is going to be quite nice. There is... Technically speaking, there is still colonizing that we could do over here. In the Northern Island. Which we basically completed already, didn't we? Well, we got the Northern Island there. Let's get a port up and running. We can utilize that to take over New South Wales, North Island, for example. Was there any... There is some gold in there, but we don't have access to any of the gold mines yet. But there we go, that will definitely help. And how long until the landing? 3 more weeks, okay. In the meanwhile, we're still paying a bit more debt away. We got a lot of constructions underway as well. Looks like we got... Oh yeah, we're getting port in... the Northern Island over here. Being built. Among other things, of course. We've got another Arts Academy underway as well, so that means that we don't get quite the full investment pool transfers, but we're still making 14,000 per week. So I'll take it, quite frankly. I'll take it. What about Kanto? There's still 1 million peasants there. Admittedly, all these, or a lot of these farms would be quite cheap to make. They will still give some bonuses. That they will still offer some more workplaces, so less peasants. So if we have a look... Oh, we're losing a bit of money, but if we have a look at the total population, peasants are still 55% of our total population. But if we offer more work for them, then the standard of living will start increasing. So I think that will actually be a smart idea. How much is the power situation? The price isn't too bad. We could probably improve that a little bit, though. Give it at least one more level. Did we switch these already? Yeah, we did. Okay, good. Over here, we haven't built any logging camps here. Over here, we've switched those as well. Is there any further things over here that we've got on logging camps at? We got one over here. Just that to use some electricity, so producing more wood. Because wood is still... Oh, we need a lot of grain now. I suppose we might be selling a lot of grain. But if there's a lot of grain missing, then that is probably explaining a little bit of why we are not increasing in standard of living all that much. We get that to 50 rice farms over here. That's going to probably be using a lot of fertilizer, but the fertilizer price isn't too bad. And that will also start producing more sugar and fruits, which is going to be quite nice. I'm getting the oil rigs now in Shubu. Well, slowly. Still making 10,000 per week extra, so the credit is now down to 90 million, and it looks like our landing over here in Hawaii has been quite a success. I wasn't paying attention because it's really not that interesting. Or, well, important, let's just say. Yeah, we should follow their advice. Oh, right, that reminds me, though. Fiji. Oh, well, that's Nauru. We got a bit of extra pops in here. Let's get some whaling going. Maybe we could get a rice farm as well. And then, where was the... So that's Nauru. We own Fiji somewhere. Oh, there we are. We got a bit of extra pops in here. Is that a lot of Japanese, by the way? That's some Japanese, but Melanesian is mostly what we have there. Coffee isn't too bad. I suppose we'll get another rice farm in here. And then we could definitely get some logging camp actually in here. Probably not a bad idea. Get some steam donkeys as well, so that's going to reduce the amount of workforce that we need there. Oh, electric telegraph unlocked. Good. I wonder what's going to be the next tech that we get in there. In the military. Ah, enlistment officers. I mean, a contributable battalion isn't actually too bad, although we don't use contras all that much. So it's kind of a moot point for us. But Hawaii is about to be annexed. We'll get that one soon. There we go. Let's have a look at the... Oh, right, it reduced a lot of the things there. Right, logging camp. Start using at least the sawmills. Make sure you use at least the rail transportation. We've got a bit of extra pops in here. We have no injuries whatsoever. We would have a bit of iron mines, I suppose. That might not be the worst. Well, it's not necessarily the best either. A bit of the fishing wharf. Put some steam trawlers there. Get some butchering tools to get some more meat. Sugar plantations is definitely going to get the engines there and rail transportation. There we go. We'll put the ports working properly as well. So that's going to hopefully be sufficient in infrastructure. It seems to be fine. The standard of living isn't too bad there either. And there we go. Making 26,000 per week. And it's going to be sort of a base to strike towards California if need be. Admittedly, California is still held by Mexico. And then Upper Canada holds most of the northern areas there. But yeah, we got some influence in there. Do we have more interests that we can... Oh yeah, we do. Alright, let's put one over here in Central America, actually. And that's all that we can support. Oh, so we've lost the one in Germany. Alright. Well, it happens. So I'm guessing we don't have any more colonizing in here that we need to do. No, we just got that entire thing pretty much. Although, is there... So there is still the Eastern New Guinea that we could start colonizing, but it's not very good right now. Because we don't have the malaria prevention, and that is pretty far down the line there. I think after we get the vacuum canning, we should probably start going for the steel frame buildings, because that's going to allow us to get more infrastructure in provinces, plus we can start increasing our construction speed a lot faster, which, you know, would not be a bad idea actually. The investment pool, 29 million, okay, I guess we might have to get a bit more construction sectors in the meanwhile. Get 2 in Kanto, just to speed up the construction of, well, technically speaking, it doesn't speed up the construction of these plantations and such directly, but it means that we can build more of them at the same time. Right, so the industrialists are in the government. We got still rather low legitimacy actually, but we did reduce the taxes a little bit, so it's slightly better than what it used to be. So I guess I'll take it. The hospitals, there's the no health system or private health insurance. The private one, it would reduce the clergy's influence, but the mortality rate would be not necessarily reduced all that much. Not until we can get the standard of living going up a lot more. But yeah, we are, well, we're slowly improving that. The upper strata is already prosperous actually, and middle strata is secure, but it's just the lower strata that is not doing all that strong, and we've just got so many peasants everywhere. So we need to start increasing our production a lot, I guess, is what it boils down to. Now we've got 235 right now construction speed. Maybe we could increase that even further. Let's get another one in Tohoku, and let's go ahead and get a few more iron mines there. Maybe a couple lead mines. Logging camps we can't increase, admittedly. Right, so what do we have at high prices? Hardwood is really high price. Small arms, ammunition, the luxury furniture and clothing. Electricity is a little bit... Oh, right. Market access is starting to be a bit of a problem. Let's get another level... Well, let's get a few levels over here at our capital. Over here we'll get a couple, or at least 2 levels for the infrastructure. Oh yeah, we're going to need a lot more there. Also, Kanto is going to require a lot more, so we'll give it another 5. Let's make it 4, so it's going to be a total of 5, and a couple ports as well. Then Tohoku is also a little bit over. Admittedly, once we get the steel frame building, that's going to fix a lot of the issues. Oh, we don't have any ports here. Let's give 6 ports there. A couple of railways. So we increase the stuff there quite a bit. Oh, right, now we're getting all the rice farms. Well, on the bright side, it's going to start reducing the grain price a lot. We have been probably selling a lot of that. Oh yeah, we're selling about 2,000. Camera unlocked. So what is it going to start spreading now? I'm hoping that it's going to be the steel frame buildings, but I'm not entirely... No, philosophical pragmatism. Well, I mean, it's not really the worst, but it wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Okay, so we could... we reduced the debt by another 2 million or so. But we still got, what, 17 million total? 18 million total. Okay. Oh, right, we're getting the vacuum canning very shortly. We should probably get another university somewhere, like over here, get another one, because they do have a lot of industry, so they need to have a lot of educated people. And that way we can start to get a bit more innovation as well. Vacuum canning completed. There we go. That's going to be really nice, actually. I'm going to start working on the steel frame. Well, actually... What about in the military? There's the enlistment officers. If we were to get the repeaters, that'd be 14 months, but that would increase the arms industries a lot. And that will also unlock a few other techs to research, which might not be the worst idea. We got now 12 buildings building at the same time at max speed, more or less, so that's not too shabby. We got a lot of... Oh, right, yeah, Kanto is going to need a ton of infrastructure. Admittedly, if and when we unlock the electric railways, that would be probably the best. Now, to be fair, for the electric railways, we need to get to... Oh, we need to get the electrical capacitors first. At least the threshing machines is spreading. Oh, I suppose another thing... How much do we have rubber available right now? Probably not all that much, do we? We're lacking a little bit, so we might have to increase the production a bit further. Get another 3 there. So how much is it per level? It's 60 per level, by the looks of it. As far as I can tell. Yeah, 60 per level plus whatever throughput bonus we have there. So if we get 3 more levels, that'd be 180. So if we want to get the motorcycle, not motorcycle, the bicycle recon, we need to get quite a bit more rubber production, admittedly. How's the... Oh, we still got cordial relations with Iraq. We don't have a lot of infamy. Oh, that reminds me. We were supposed to do another war against New South Wales, weren't we? So, if we were to take, say, Southern Australia... They probably won't have much to say about that. Did we have any armies in... No, we don't have any armies there. Do we actually have... Oh, right, yeah, we can hire another one in Japan. That seems like a good one. Nice and balanced. Give it a bit of combat experience here. They are fearful, though, so I don't think there's actually going to be any war. But in case there is, I might want to get a little bit more, like the Northern Territory as well. So that would allow us to get... Well... Although, technically speaking, if we were to go to Victoria or something... What was it? Over here, they got oil rigs as well. New South Wales. There's some sulfur, lead, and iron in here. And some wheat farms. So we get more wine, which we could certainly use a bit more. There we go, that's 4 generals. Admittedly, not massive armies, but it's better than nothing. And since we lower the taxation, the legitimacy is at least a decent level. So we got 100... Oh, wow, we got on 200,000 loyalists in the past year. It's not bad. And the radicals are slowly dropping. So if we could get the loyalists up higher than the radicals again, that'd be quite nice. I don't know if we can, but we'll certainly try. I mean, admittedly, the standard of living is increasing rather rapidly now. Well, has increased at least a decent bit in there, so that might just about be enough to fix a lot of the issues we have. Trade routes removed. Do we still have bad trade routes? We do have one inactive. To Prussia. Oh, right, because we don't have interest there anymore. We do have... Wait a minute. Potential for export. Balance is minus 400 already, but they still want to export more. Meat is something that we could try exporting. Grenadine market. I don't know if we want to go for that one. Fertilizer is another thing that we could do. Or we could start importing some stuff like wood from somewhere. Russian market seems to be pretty good for that. No surprises there, to be fair. But yeah, that's going to start reducing the demand for wood, at least to some degree. Save us a bit of money, and we'll hopefully... Oh, we're getting 20,000 from tariffs. That's actually not too bad. Of which grain is the biggest one. Alright, so we probably just want to increase grain production, quite frankly. I'm going to get a lot of rice farms down. We're going to get a lot more railways as well. New South Wales back down. I knew that would happen. Right, so what did we get in here? Sulfur mines. Let's go ahead and make sure that everything is in order here. The wheat farm. We're going to put some tools to be used there. And the fishing wharf is going to use the steam trawlers. And the railway. We're going to use the steel passenger carriages. I guess that's going to be fine. We've got a little bit extra pops there. Nothing massive though, but hey, it's better than nothing. Right, how is the relations with Perak? It's 28. So soon enough we'll be able to do the landing there. Hopefully Banjar will join on that. Let's actually just double check Perak. You do have... so you've got alliance with Banjar. You've got defensive pact with Cambodia. And Selenial. Alright, so it's possible that we'll have a nice little big war here. That we can conquer multiple nations at the same time. Get like various locations. Like Banjar is definitely something that we want. And if we could get Selenial as well. Ooh, more oil discovered in Chubu. So it's now up to 21. Oh wow, that's a lot. Right, oil. Sure, rubber rush. Sure. So northern Sumatra, is that? Yeah, this is North Sumatra. There's no oil there, admittedly, but no, it was just rubber or something at the same time there. But anyway, the oil rigs, now they're not very high demand. Oh, right, that reminds me. We did get the vacuum canning, but we didn't start using it. So it's going to be increasing the fish use a bit and reduce the grain use a bit. So we can sell more grain, and it's going to increase the groceries a lot. So let's get that underway. We can probably get a bit more profit from there. Oh, there we go. 30,000 per week profit now. I mean, to be fair, as long as the interest rates keep dropping, we'll be making more and more. And then once we get more loyalists so that the approval rating increases from the loyalist numbers go up. And hopefully the interest approval negatives from here start going down from the radicals, then we'll be able to get a lot more. Now, as the standard of living is almost 12 points total. So it's slowly improving. I mean, Kyoto is still something that could use a lot more things. I mean, it needs a lot more infrastructure, quite frankly. I'm going to put another 5 levels there. I'm going to give the motor industries a few levels as well. And are we getting the... No, we're getting the repeaters right now, so we don't have the construction upgrade there. Luckily, the construction sectors do not increase the infrastructure use. I'm going to build a few more over there to speed up the construction further. So that should be about 20 extra points, so get us to somewhere around 260 something. And that has a lot of railways being built now, so that means the infrastructure levels are going to be a lot better. We're making a lot more money now. We're going to keep the stuff. Oh wow, we got 30 million in there. We need a lot more investment, construction, quite frankly, because we just got that massive investment pool. Admittedly, as soon as the industrialists are no longer happy, then that number is going to drop drastically. But thus far, they seem to be quite happy, actually. I'm not too worried about that one. There's a lot of ports being made as well, so we'll have plenty of convoys, and the legitimacy is not great. It could be worse. We've got a bit of extra bureaucracy, but we probably need a bit more to be able to pass some of the laws that we need. Like the Home Affairs, if we were to pass this one, guaranteed liberties, that would be 468, but at the same time, I suppose it would reduce the revolution or secession progress speed, radicals from standard oil increases, and more loyalists. So that would actually not be a bad idea. The samurais would kind of hate that, to be fair. Petty bourgeoisie would hate that. So that would mean that we'd lose the loan interest rate. Plus we'd lose a bit of the taxation. But I think we'll try to go for that one. And where do we have low taxation capacity still? Chubu seems to be the... Oh, Chubu and Kansai seem to be the ones that are still needing the most. So we'll get one over there, another one over there. We'll get two over there, actually. And then we'll get another university. That's going to be a bit of a deficit from building those. I mean, admittedly, we've got like 50 rice farms underway here. That does mean that we probably need a bit more chemical plants, actually. Get another one underway. Johor damaging our relations. It's a bit of a, well, we've got pretty similar ecology to the Dutch East Indies. Admittedly, the Dutch East Indies don't have that massive army, so we could probably do a war against them at some point. It's just they got a lot of them. A lot more than what we do. But if we were to take, say... Oh, they got a lot of conscripts, rather, but we don't use conscripts ourselves. Right, so maybe we take Eastern Borneo as the number 1. Yeah, let's do that one. Although I do also realize that we're pretty close to the end of the episode here, so we'll probably end this one a bit short, and we'll see how this war goes in the next one. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.